The internet has been bringing people together for years. Really, it's been kind of a bust, though. They just kind of fight on Twitter about Pete Buttgag cinnamon buns and make tumblers about what if the country of Tanzania was an anime Nazi dominatrix or something. But the real way of bringing these folks together has always been massively multiplayer online RPGs. I don't really like them, but the kids do. So, in order to appeal to a younger demographic, we're going to play free-to-play MMOs. I try to find a husband and end up forever alone, just like in real life, in Soul Worker. Nikki also plays Soul Worker, but she's much better at it and actually does play it. No husband, though. And Cody shoots a big dog in the woods, and I think it makes a sound, in Starbreak. All this and Ring Fit Adventure. I liked it, so I put a ring on it. That joke sucked. Cartridge Blowers, episode 163. Anime Ninja Warrior. Now, the internet has brought me together with a lot of people over time, but I think the people I'm glad it's brought me together with the most are my two co-hosts, Cody and Nikki, because I get to dunk on them every week right here on this very show, and it's pretty cool.
YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Crua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me as always is Nikki Wright.
How's it going?
And Matt Crua.
Well, hi there.
Hey buddy, we're back.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
back.
We're all back.
We're all back. It's
We
been a
made
little
it.
while. Yeah.
The internet's favorite sons and daughters are
We're
all
all
here.
Back together again in the show where in the second half we play video games based around a theme. And this time, I don't know if you remember, because it has been quite a while, but we drew the fantastic theme of free-to-play MMORPGs, and there are no bad ones. So we're going to be real
they're
good.
all glorious.
Yeah, so not only are we playing just glorious games, we're playing them with strangers, and that always goes super well. So we'll see how that goes in the second half. But if you're watching us after the fact on YouTube, as you can every other week on youtube.com/cartridgeblowers or youtube.com/YNINpod, then you can skip ahead to all that good stuff right away. But if you're watching us live, as you can all those other Fridays on twitch.tv/cartridgeblowers, you're going to have to listen to us talk. However, you do get to participate in the chat, and really, it's a whole lot of fun. You just got to go on down there to that twitch.tv/cartridgeblowers and hit the follow button. You'll be alerted when we go live, and you can chat with us, and really, we're pretty good company, if I do say so myself. So, yeah. But before we get into playing those video games, it has been quite a while, as I said, and that has given Matt just so much time to play games.
So much time has passed, you know?
Yeah.
Nikki and I actually, turns out our uncles work at Nintendo. And so we got a trip to the Nintendo factory and we got to walk around. There was a whole bunch of other kids who got a trip to the Nintendo factory. One of them got sucked up into a pipe.
One of them became glue.
One of them did turn, yeah, that was weird. And then whenever they ate a shell, they could fly. So they just kept eating shells, and that was not good because there were no shells left for the rest of us. And one of them he just got stabbed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it wasn't like,
was it like a happy stab?
I thought it was gonna be a fun video game related death like all of our other Charlie and the Chocolate Factory parody stuff I was doing. But no, Shigeru Miyamoto just stabbed a guy, and I was very uncomfortable. Yeah. Hi, we went to AGDQ.
Yeah,
Nikki and I.
Yeah, we went and did charity things.
Yeah, man, they did a very good job, if I do say so myself.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and we
did it all for you.
A lot.
We also had one of our viewers, Iggy Zig, was also there doing the hosting thing. So yeah, we were well represented in the GDQ world, and I'm very proud of that. But yeah.
Mew asks, how was AGDQ? And I think I speak for both of us when I say it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I had a great time. It was an honor to help out in like such a small way with
Absolutely,
something so
yeah.
cool. And didn't have to work for a week, so that was pretty cool too.
That's
Always a
also
plus.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty fancy.
Yeah.
But now we're back. We're back in our home base, our respective home bases, ready to talk to you about the video games we played this week, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you about the video game I played when I got back?
Please do.
All right. Well, I was like, I'm going to save all New Year's resolutions for after I get back from GDQ. GDQ 2020 was still 2019 for me.
Mhm.
All right.
Sure.
Now it's a new year. It's time for new changes. And let me tell you, Ring Fit Adventure is kicking my ass, man.
Dude, I have that
Yeah.
game too, and it is kicking my ass as well.
Yeah,
it is
so,
no fucking joke.
Here is the Ring Con,
Mhm.
this Pilates ring. And honestly, this stuff's easy. I'm pretty strong. I've got some pretty good upper body strength. It's like doing squats like all the time. Like that's pretty wild.
Squats, crunches, and running. My body was not made for that, I don't think.
Right, yeah. And I'm pretty flexible too, so I can do a lot of the stretches, but then like there's like this yoga pose stuff where you got to be like perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I'm not a perfect man. Ring Fit Adventure. So yeah, I picked that up when I got back, and I think it's pretty cool. I like it quite a bit. I like the idea of exercise that is also a turn-based RPG. Like,
Absolutely, because like I'm not super good at exercise, but if you give me immediate goals, I'm a little bit more into it. Yeah.
And like, oh, so I'm jogging in place, but also I gotta jump and collect coins. I don't have to do that at Planet Fitness.
No, no. And you
if I try and jump and collect coins at Planet Fitness, I'm banned. I guarantee it.
Also, you have to
their
slay
the alarm will go off. It'll be awful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got to slay the exercise dragon in that game.
I've tried to I killed, so like the mission in the first area is a big dragon that works out.
Mm-hmm.
And I did kill him, so that was pretty cool. I don't know. I like it's a really interesting way to do an exercise game. Like Wii Fit, as far as I know, I never actually played it. But I mean,
I did.
Wii Fit was just like a training scenario, right?
Yeah, it was pretty much
got
just exercise, guided exercise. This has actual fucking goals.
Yeah, and a story and voice acting and kind of cool music. Like, I don't know. I would say if you're like a real gym person, you know, I don't think Ring Fit's going to be anything more than a supplement.
No,
you know,
no. Yeah.
It's not a replacement for the gym, but I mean, it's pretty good when you don't want to leave your house or you don't have time to leave your house, or like for me, it's after work and I get home and I'm like, I don't really want to be out of my house more. I'd rather just be at home for a little while. And so Ring Fit is there. And so
it's 100% better than nothing. And it's a real workout. So
yeah. I mean, this thing, again, it ain't no joke. I mean, again, I'm pretty strong, so I can squeeze it in pretty tightly. But I mean, whoa, it's like popping out. You know, it's a real deal. And I will say, the first time I played it, I held it the wrong way, and so all of my controls were reversed. But I mean, like, it feels right, and like going through the menu by turning and moving up and down. Like the motion controls are fine. But mostly I'm just kind of like enamored with the weird ass storyline.
Yeah, man.
And how stupid it is, and how it is an excuse for me to do lunges.
Yeah, I didn't play a lot more than Ring Fit Adventure. I did play Pokemon Sword, which is a pretty solid console Pokemon game. A lot of people are upset they don't have the full Pokedex, but that's fine. I have not played every Pokemon game.
Well, didn't they just reveal they're bringing some of the Pokemon in too?
Yeah, they're bringing in another 200 in DLC, which pissed off people even more because they're like, yeah, you could have fucking done that for free. But, you know, whatever.
But the DLC also has like new areas,
new worlds. Yeah.
Normally they don't do DLC like that for Pokemon. They just release a new game.
Right. Like there's normally 2 to 3 games. Yeah.
It'll be like, you know, Sun and Moon Plus or what the fuck ever.
Right. So yeah, I think it's well done. The battles are traditional Pokemon battles. You don't got the Pokemon Go style bullshit of it just kind of being a game. You actually have to fight and use your Pokeballs to catch the Pokemon. And the worlds are very pretty. The level design is very well done. The story is there, I guess, but it's not super strong. But that's not really why you play a Pokemon game anyway. You just catch cute monsters and turn them into big buff monsters, and that's kind of the whole thing. And yeah, so I would recommend it. They do have a thing in the game where they're like, all right, you know how in Pokemon Go the gym has raids and then the Pokemons get real big? Let's make that in this game. So they have that as well. So you can fight gigantic versions of Pokemon. And apparently, I haven't gotten there yet, you can do that to your own characters as well.
Okay. Gigantamaxing, I believe it's called.
Dynamaxing.
Or Dynamax. Okay.
Gigantamaxing is also a thing, but those are ones that have different forms when they get real big, and that doesn't happen with all of them. So it's kind of it's neat. And let's see. So I played that. I also Brooke got me City Skylines for the Nintendo Switch because I complained about how I want to play that game, but it requires keyboard and mouse, and it's in the other room. So she got it for me on the Switch. Which
how is it on the Switch? Because I've heard
it's not bad. It's not as good, and there's definitely like the mods that you can get on the PC definitely made it a lot better. The graphics aren't as good. The frame rate does drop if you get a real big city, but only when you're zoomed in super strong, and there's a lot going on at once, and even then it's really not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. But for what I've been doing so far, it's been all right. It's a fun little city builder. I don't have a huge city just yet, but it's doing okay. And that's really all I've been playing. There is one game that's coming out in the next 2 weeks that I do kind of want to mention real quick. So let's get on into the new crap for
new upcoming games that start our 2020 off right.
And so there's really only one that I found to be just weird enough to be something we talk about on this show, and it's January 30th. 2020, we get Speaking Simulator for the PC and Switch. I played Hand Simulator not that long ago for our last episode, really. And there's also Surgeon Simulator, where basically the controls are bad on purpose. This is like that, but with your face. So, like, apparently on the PC, the left and right mouse buttons will control the lips, and then you control the shape of the tongue using the keyboard buttons. I don't know how that will work for the Switch.
You're not going to be insufferable.
Yeah.
It sounds weird. It sounds real weird.
You're not going to be able to say anything. Do you know what our mouths do when we say things?
Lots of stuff.
That we don't even know or control. It's wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And now you're going to have to control it poorly.
Yeah, no, I'm going to end up getting that for a Christmas game next year. And it's just going to be me on stream going...
That sounds pretty good. I don't know.
It's going to be a pretty good stream.
Why don't we get into our MMOs?
Oh, right.
Okay.
So, like I said just a second ago, we're playing MMORPGs this time. And not only that, free to play. And we have something that surprisingly has never happened on this show before in 163 episodes. 2 people played the same thing. So, Matt is going to start us out.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I tried to play a couple of games. I tried to play one game in particular, and I was really sad that it didn't work out. Nikki told me about a game called Everjane.
Everjane.
I believe is what it's called. Is that correct, Nikki? Am I wrong?
No, Everjane is right.
Yeah, okay. Everjane. And Everjane is a Jane Austen-based MMORPG.
Doesn't
Okay.
that sound like either really awesome or really bad?
It sounds like it could be good for the show at the very least, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And I tried. I tried for probably about an hour to get it running. But the fact of the matter is, their servers seem a little messed up at the moment.
Oh no.
I could get the client running fine, but I couldn't register an account. I couldn't make the Jane Austen character of my dreams, which is sad because I like Jane Austen.
Jane Austen's
You
fine.
know, yeah, I got nothing against old Jane.
Get some Pride and Prejudice up in there.
Exactly. I wanted to make though a badass Jane Austen character.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to become a character that I created in a song that I wrote around 10 years ago, and that character's name is Stone Cold Jane Austen.
Oh my god.
And Stone Cold Jane Austen is my Austen Sona, where it's like regular Jane Austen, but ass kicker. And so she will knock you out of your senses and your sensibilities. And so I decided I would play a different MMO, which is one that I was offered by Rumblefugs here in the chat. And I was just going to play a Jane Austen character anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
the Jane Austen character that gives everyone the vapors.
Yeah. Of course, she was well known for her southern bells.
Yeah, well, all right.
Yes. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. I played a game called Soul.
Just
something? Soul anime swords. I don't know.
Soul
Listen,
Worker.
Soul Worker. There
Okay.
it is. Soul Worker. And I hope you're ready for some anime bullshit.
All right.
.mov.
Let's get into it.
All right, so this is the server select screen I was immediately confused by because you get to pick between North America and English.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, what are we looking at? Okay. And now I was hoping to have more fun with the create a character screen.
Oh man, we picked the same server.
Did we? Oh, we could have played together. I mean, oops, spoilers. But yeah, so the character create screen, first of all, you'll notice it's still Christmas here. Secondly, you actually just get to pick one of 6 characters and barely mess with them.
There are more than 6 characters.
Are there?
If you click the arrows, you get like 1 or 2 extra characters.
I thought this menu was completely unwieldy and I wanted to do nothing of the sort. I picked this girl because I thought she looked the most like someone dying of consumption.
Wow.
I don't know. She's a hardcore rocker. What's
I didn't realize she had a guitar when I picked her.
Oh, okay.
And so I skipped all the character creation stuff because it's really not good.
No,
and here's the loading screen.
What is your character's name?
Her name is SC Jane Austen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Living La Vida Loca. Indeed, she is.
So immediately we get Stone Cold Jane Austen's extremely sad melodramatic anime backstory. Apparently she was in a village and people were like, "Oh shit, you're in the village," and people died. And she's like, "Oh, baka," and then she's not in the village anymore. And I skipped it. It's fucking dumb. And so now you go right here to this opening area. It's pretty cool. She's talking to you, and you can see a ghost child in the distance, and the ghost child's name is Strange Child. And she kind of looks like you, but who gives a shit? And it looks like a stage from Shadow the Hedgehog or something. Like,
it does.
I don't know. I found the controls in this game to be horrid. I already hate keyboard mouse controls. I already hate them so much.
There is a controller option.
We'll get to that.
Whoa.
Okay.
Because I tried it. So here I am jamming on space because I'm like, I bet space is jump, huh? Yep. You had to wait for the ghost child to unlock it. And as I'm doing this, I'm like, oh god, is this like an MMO platformer? This fucking sucks. No, it's just you walk around and now wolves show up. Oh, but first, I'm sorry, you summon a guitar from Magic.
Sure.
A howling guitar.
I mean, how else do you get guitars, dude?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a beat 'em up in a lot of ways.
All right.
Because I'm just kind of clicking the mouse button. And later on, I'll get some skills. I don't actually think I show them off in this video. But like, you know, you've got a few skills that you can hold down the one key to do. And here I'm holding down the mouse button. It's really intuitive playing. So yeah, I am a classic English literature femme, and I am killing wolves with an air guitar. I hope that's fine.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
then here's two people I don't know. One of them is like a weird like milkmaid, and the other one's a Nazi. So I'm gonna get in a truck with them.
Why not?
I'm being pursued by a Malevil. You know.
Yeah.
Malevil.
Yeah. This is very anime.
Yeah, it's about to get more anime. See, that guy's got a rock power. You wouldn't know it because he doesn't really matter.
Okay.
He's just a Nazi. And now the ghost child shows up, freezes time, and talks to me, and then she's about to do her fucking super move, and not matter, because who pays attention to the fucking story in this? Listen. We've all been talking about, Nikki keeps talking about, I played FF14, I played Shadowbringers, and people are saying, it's the best story in MMOs ever, haha. Not this one. Nope. Yeah, like, this is fucking, like, My Hero Academia music, like, playing.
It kind of, oh my god, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
It totally is.
And then I fall asleep.
Quit moping.
And now there's a butthole in the sky, and so that's pretty cool. It's a big space butthole. So now I'm here, and this guy kind of hits on you. It's really weird. He's like, report on this cute creature that's appeared before my eyes. And then the other lady, the milkmaid, is like, hey, fuck off. She's a weird demon. And he's like, yeah, all right. I'm in charge of Starry Forest Station and Steel Graves. Don't you know what that is? He just drops fucking names. You're a soul forcer. What the fuck is that? Yeah, don't worry, Stella. Who's Stella? No, Stella is nobody. And goddamn. And then a pop-up happens. This is a Void Irregulus has appeared. What's that mean? No one, you'll never find out from me. That's for damn sure. And they send me into that door over there to do a mission. It sucks. I don't do it. It's basically you punch some rocks and then you punch some dummies. And then you punch a big rock dummy. It's a pretty hype mission. I'm sorry you're gonna miss it. Maybe I show a little. Do I show a little bit? I don't recall.
Go to the Steel Grave.
I go to the Steel Grave.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm here. So after you beat the mission, you arrive here in Twilight Town, and
Dark Twilight Town.
You are assaulted by all of these windows that I could not fucking close. I've sped this up 600 times.
Holy shit!
I can't figure out. Like, you gotta press the X.
Friend.
You gotta press the X. Who fucking uses keyboard controls? It's stupid. You'll also see me at one point. I don't know if it's on video. I do try and change to controller. But guess what? It don't work.
Oh shit!
You and I had very different experiences because not only did I get mine to work, it was real bad.
Ugh. So at this point, I decided, well, I'm gonna try and go do stuff. And so I'm looking for a team. I'm gonna try and join a Soul Squad or whatever. These guys are all level 60, so I'm gonna try and join their team. That sounds about right. I'm level 1. So I have to apply, and I have to wait 26 minutes for them to deny my application. So I don't do that. Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Instead, I leave because it's boring. But yeah, this place is decorated for Christmas.
Yeah, man.
Over here is a place called Best Showtime. I'm like, I gotta go to Best Showtime.
I'm really glad that you couldn't, apparently.
Yeah, and I go there and I hit enter and it hangs. So instead, I'm gonna try and find a husband.
Sure.
So this is Tapper, and I'm gonna. It took me a really long time to figure out how to talk to people. You have to click on them.
Uh-huh.
There seemed to be no button to bring up chat. So
Hit enter.
That wasn't on the fucking button screen. Is that normal MMO parlance? Like,
in some games it's enter, in some games it's space.
it should
some
be
games
tab.
you just
Stupid.
Press C to start typing.
C makes sense. Yes, I tried to befriend him. He wouldn't do it. He's running away from me. He's trying to go to the control zone 43. I can't let that happen. This is my only chance at love. And so, I'm gonna whisper to him. But no, I don't want to whisper. So I'm just gonna. I need a husband. I need a husband to be fulfilled.
I have to give Nikki some credit for her thing that she said in the chat. Buttholes in the sky. I can fly twice as high.
So this is another guy. This is DeFrick.
Some humor.
And I've decided I'm gonna make DeFrick my new husband. And I don't know if he's into it, but we're gonna kind of just nuzzle up to him and see what's up. Does he like me? I think he likes me.
I don't know.
I'm gonna wave to him with my fox butt. I greet warmly. What is DeFrick gonna do? I'm gonna talk to.
Why didn't you try to become like? Why didn't you take
what the
Garfield as your
fuck?
husband?
He's doing one-hand push-ups. Well, we'll get to Garfield. He says, "Holy shit, dude, get a life." Well, I rhyme. I will kick anyone's ass to be your wife.
The mating ritual begins.
Tope Energy keeps laughing at me, but it's fine. And DeFrick ran away.
No.
You should get a wife. ... Gone again. And she just laughs at me.
Oh my goodness. I'm really excited for my video now.
I need top energy. I need her to be a shoulder for me. Taupe, I need a shoulder. But she's run. She's away. She's far away. And I realize there's only one true love for me. Because I just saw Garfield. There's Garfield trying to jump on this bus. Well, my fine feline friend. I, for one, know how to jump on this bus. Come with me, Garfield. And we'll live forever on the top of a cable car.
Let us slay Mondays together.
And now we're just gonna pose together up here. And I'm just gonna whisper to Garfield, "We are cool now." And then the camera does a cool pose around us. Because we're friends forever, me and Garfield.
Uh-huh.
Me and Garfield in the butthole, together forever on top of a cable car. And the music is swelling, and the audience is crying. And it's at this point that I sit down, and then my weird arm thing does cunnilingus, and I don't like it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, no
And
one write
she's
that
fucking
down.
gone. Which I get. And I'm alone forever. And so the camera pans around, so Cole and Jane Austen, and one final soliloquy to her lot, dying of consumption on top of a cable car in Twilight Town in front of a butthole. And then I uninstalled the game because it was bad.
You hated it.
I hated that game so much. That was the least fun game I played on the show in a really long time.
Really?
A really long time.
Okay.
I didn't like any part of it. Everything was so cumbersome. There were so many buttons and so many windows. What's the fucking point? Just leave me alone. Let me jump.
Okay.
Why can't you just be a video game? No, you have to be a goddamn anime bullshit button simulator.
Button Simulator sounds worse than Walking Simulator.
I would play Button Simulator before I would play Soul fucking Warrior or whatever again. God damn it. I hated it. I thought it was bad.
All right, Nikki. How about you?
So, I also played Soul Worker. I didn't have quite the same experience Matt did.
I feel like we have differing levels of MMO expertise, to be fair.
Sure.
In that you play them a lot, and I think they're all pretty bad.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, not everyone has good taste. I have good taste.
Sure.
But let's get into it and see the differences, I guess.
All right.
All right, let's get into it.
Who recommended that, Nikki? Well, Rumple, let me tell you, you did. So as you can see, it's playing this really snazzy rendition of Jingle Bells. I also chose Rock and Roll Chick.
Yeah.
Because listen,
Very
she
on
walks
brand.
out and she's got a dog friend, and if that doesn't scream Nikki, I don't know what else does.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I agree with Matt. The character creation screen kind of sucks. So I cut through a lot. You see a little bit of what we have available,
You have 3 sets of clothes, and yeah.
but like they're all pretty basic.
You have a green guitar.
I chose a green guitar. It doesn't matter what you choose. It all ends up looking the same when you're in the game. I made her name Anyo because this is a Korean MMO, and Anyo means no.
Cool. Oh, the story again.
In case you forgot,
Yeah. You re-explain the story, please.
Yeah.
the story is this girl moves to town, and like I guess people die or something because everyone hates her, and then she like isekais into whatever Twilight Town's actual name is. And like Matt, I skipped that cutscene because it definitely shows her panties, and she's definitely 15 years old, and it definitely made me uncomfortable.
Ooh,
Okay,
gross.
all right. Good choice that you made.
Yeah. So like this mysterious voice is telling you we're taking you to another world. And I thought, yeah, okay, I'll keep that in there for lore reasons, I guess. I definitely chose green eyes and different hair and a different outfit, but I guess it doesn't really matter because the game is like, no, see, we've got these pre-rendered cutscenes and your character has to match that. So you end up in Midnight Town, and I skipped this.
Yeah.
Understandable, yeah.
I sit through that really, really cool cutscene that Matt showed with the Lion, the Witch, and the Nazi. So I really hope you enjoyed that because here it comes again.
Oh yeah. Look at these lightning. It's a Malevil. You're being pursued by a Malevil.
You know, I kind of did a double take at Malevil. I was like, did that really say Malevil or like Maleville? But I like Malevil because that means
Malevil makes sense, yeah.
So like he rock jutsus the Malevil. And then like, I don't know. My other soul shard comes and is like, we are together now forever.
Yeah. Is this based off anything? Like,
I have no idea.
are you supposed to know the lore going in here?
No.
Okay, because I definitely
that's
don't.
Sort of how, like, in general, like, an MMO is going to try to teach you, like, why you're doing what you're doing, like, when you come into the game. But most MMOs, good MMOs, don't do this, necessarily. Rumpel says that this is based off of a horrible premise.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
So like I think soul havers or soul takers or soul ladies are like conscripted here into being soul workers. And so you're part of the Starry Forest League, as you can see from this cool menu with that guy on the right. I really wanted to include this loading screen because look at that guy on the right. Look at that guy.
He looks so over life.
He's just like, I can't believe I'm in this fucking game.
Right?
So I skipped the tutorial because, you know, we were running short on time.
Sure.
So, like, we see the commands, and I'm like trying to take mental notes of everything. By and large, it's really similar to other MMOs I've played with some differences. I don't mind keyboard and mouse play. I've played other MMOs where I've done that. It's not a big deal to me. But there were some keyboard settings that I thought were a little out there. But it doesn't really matter. I'm like, oh, can I like collect those? No, I can't, because it's also kind of a gacha game.
Yeah.
Which I'm not into. So, so I skip a bunch of things. After one of these missions, this really cute dog walks up to me, and I spend like a lot of time trying to figure out, can I pet this dog? Is this dog like my friend now?
You can't.
And like, I don't find a way to pet him. And so that's fine. I'm gonna go start another mission.
Wait, you could get it? I couldn't get in. What?
So you have to talk to the people with the exclamation points over their heads, and they'll give you quests. And once you have a quest, it'll be like, oh, go to this gate, and then start your mission. And that's how you unlock the gates.
Just let me go in the gate. Why would it let me interact with the gate if I can't go in the gate?
It's an RPG. You're supposed to talk to things, Matt.
So, great, cool.
Look at all these spiders, and how terrible is this? Holy fuck.
That's a lot of spiders for Nikki.
So, I'm just gonna, like, kill the spiders with my rock and roll music.
What was it,
Just
rock
like
jitsu?
my
Is that what you said?
story.
Are you just holding the mouse button down?
No. So you can see in the bottom center of the screen, there's that purple bar with the different squares. Those are some of your attacks.
Yeah.
They are mapped to buttons, keys 1, 2, and 3. And in addition to clicking the left mouse for your general hit, you also have those 3 buttons, and they do different things. They're all sort of different AoEs, areas of effect, which have different strengths. One does like a really cool bullet hell type of attack toward your enemies. Another one sort of spins you around really fast and does a lot of damage. And then the other is a sort of similar premise to that. So like whenever you see me doing the single strikes, that's when I'm hitting the left mouse. And then anytime you see me doing anything else, I'm using one of those 3 keys on my keyboard. Which one does your taxes? You have to be level 10 for that. And I
You have to meet the CPA and
right,
the
exactly.
whole thing.
Rage quits. I'm really loving your edits to the emote, although
Hey,
now
Rage.
it looks like a butt, and I don't know how to feel quite about that.
But like a cool butt.
But like, yeah, it's a really cool butt.
Yeah.
I just saw that emote. It's really silly.
All right. So Nikki's much better at this game than Matt was.
Well, listen, I don't think it's about being better or worse. It's about liking bad video games and not liking them.
Well, it's also about paying attention and reading.
Yeah, I don't do that.
One thing that you always should kind of make sure you're doing whenever you play an MMO is like paying attention to your hit points, and I definitely didn't do that, so I died. But fortunately, due to completing other missions, I had like what is kind of a re-raise potion, so I used that here. And then I just kicked the fuck out of this wolf's ass.
Okay. You sit in a chair made out of your wolf?
Yes.
Okay.
And so you get like a ranking when you're done, and then you go and you complete the mission. What I learned really quickly is this game does a lot of really awful flavor text. And so when you talk to people to get your missions, you can press skip, and boy, do I recommend that. Because most of the, like, someone was like talking to me about going to the store and getting shampoo for their hair. Oh, but we can't do that right now because we've got a mission. I guess you got to get your shampoo later. And they went on and on. Anyway, so I ask in general chat, yo, how do I pet this cool dog? Someone walks up to me and just says, same. And so I reply with a smiley face. And then another friend comes up who might be familiar to us. Because I guess they're very interested in our dog conversation, but like I'm waiting and nobody's telling me how to pet this awesome dog.
Oh shit! Oh
But,
shit! It's my
Thomas
bully.
comes to save the day and says that this game is just a tease with the animals. So I just say boo, because if you can't pet the dog, the game sucks. So then Top Energy says let's dance, and the one thing I couldn't figure out how to do is the emotes, even though they're right at the bottom of the screen.
5.
Just
Yeah.
didn't see that. So someone sent me a friend request, and I accepted, and then I was like, "That's a good time to end." So
Sure.
Fair
the real
enough.
MMO was the friendship we made along the way.
Oh.
So
You and Top Energy are friends just so you can bully me together, I guess.
So Top Energy didn't send me the friend request. It was the person
Oh.
who said same, and that's the person I want to be friends with.
That makes sense, yeah.
all right. So Nikki, you look like you had a lot more fun than Matt.
So I didn't hate it.
Okay.
Like I said before the show, it wasn't the best MMO I've ever played. It definitely wasn't the worst MMO I've ever played. I probably won't go back. But it was fine.
So I am
You couldn't
curious.
pet the dog though, so fuck it.
Right. What is the worst MMO you've ever played?
That's a good question.
So, remember when we first had this theme, like maybe 2 years ago, and I played the first MMO to have ever been
Oh
created?
yeah.
That MMO was really, really bad.
I
It might
forgot.
have been different if there were other people to play with, but nah, that game just sucked. So,
Fair enough.
yeah,
All
I
right.
would definitely say that. And oh, old school RuneScape, sorry. That game is also garbage.
All right. Here to hear first, folks. So I did not play this game. So we do get
What?
two different games in this
Code,
episode.
no. Stop the show. Stop the show, Cody. Go play Soul Worker.
All right.
please.
All right. We'll
I need a
pause.
third perspective on Soul Worker.
We'll pause the show for about 50 minutes while I go play and edit and upload. No, I played just a lot of bullshit. I started trying to play a VR MMO called Orbis VR, and it was actually very hard to watch, and I could not figure out how to fight anything or turn off voice chat. I mean, I turned off voice chat, but everyone was still voice chatting, so that fucking sucked. And then I played about 1 billion other games. I gave a lot of companies my email address and downloaded a lot of sketchy clients. So I probably have the supercomputer aids. So there's probably that. And then I was getting very angry after about 3 hours and was about to give up when I stumbled on a game that you don't have to download and you don't have to make an account for, called Starbreak. And I played it for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, this game is something I can actually use for the show. So then I came back and played more of it the next day so that I had a bit more to choose from. And there is a Steam version of this game, so you can download it if you would like to, but you can also just go play it in the browser. I did use the Steam version ultimately because it had controller support. But yeah, so let's get into Starbreak, everybody.
So Mew Mew asks a really important.
I think it's the funniest thing Mimi's ever said in chat. I'm gonna hit play.
Did you see Top Energy in your game, Cody?
I may have, I don't know. Since you don't have to create an account in this game, it just kind of gives you names. So this is the tutorial. And as you can see, it's not a traditional MMO. It is more kind of like Space Contra. And I'm not in the MMO portion yet. But you do level up, you do get new weapons, you do have people ultimately that you can play with and chat. And
But there's no accounts.
yeah, there's no accounts. I did see people with real names, so obviously
Yeah.
you can do that somehow. I just don't know.
I was gonna
how.
say, like, if you are upgrading stuff, how do you keep it from instance to instance? Do you just start
Well,
over every time?
if you don't create an account on the web browser, you do have to start over every time. The Steam one does save your progress to your Steam account. So we're getting toward the end of the tutorial here. I did not pay attention to what that thing said, so it was trying to tell me how to shoot down, but I did not figure that out. But that's fine. Getting to the boss here, and then we'll get to actual other people. So here we go. But actually, mini boss number 1.
What,
he does not do much but jump and throw things down at me.
this is interesting. So this is an MMO?
This is an MMO. We haven't gotten to the MMO portion yet.
Okay.
We're just in the tutorial right now.
Ah, the ancient super gun.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They worked really hard on the name.
They did. All right, so it's telling me how to equip shit, and that's great. And now we move forward again. Now I have a fun spread shot. That's great. And it just fucks these guys up a lot, and that's great.
Mimi Fan says Space Probotector, but we call that Contra here. Mimi
Yeah,
Fan.
pretty much.
We're not burdened by your society's censorship. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're free to show real dudes fighting aliens, not robots.
Yep. So I was fighting that guy, and the thing vanished, and I can't figure out what else I'm supposed to do, but it looks like a planet is blowing up in the background, and then I die.
Oh, you lose. Okay.
Yeah. So tutorial is now over. So when you die, you get reincarnated as this little soul, and then you have to find one of these things and go into them.
Okay.
And now I'm a new character.
Is this a roguelike?
No, there are actual stages. So no random generating or anything.
Okay.
So I'm following this arrow to find the door. As you can see, we are now in the area where everyone can actually chat. Inside the levels, you cannot. You use emojis. And you saw a lot of other people here. I was brought in. There's another person that's playing right there. And I am obviously going the incorrect direction.
Sure. Well, you saw bad guys up top. You run away. That's what
Exactly. Yeah. I'm an MMO pacifist.
Is there PvP?
Not that I can tell.
Okay.
There may be PvP areas, but I do not go into them. So there are a lot of like hand-drawn sprites in this game. It looks like,
Yeah, this game's interesting.
which I find very, very pretty. I'm speeding up here. There we go. Got to break through the ice. Now everyone is just sufficiently ahead of me, so I got to play some catch-up to get to my buds, my squad.
Yeah, there he is, Kevin.
Yep. My squad of one. Got
There
to
he is,
kill
Cody
Audrey
and No
too.
Name,
Mm-hmm.
or Kevin and No Name. Sorry, Kevin's a hero. You're a coward hiding behind your anonymity.
Yeah. Well, what can I say? So I have just a very small spread shot, and I keep trying to get another weapon, and I'm just not finding any, except for some bombs that I've already wasted. So
Rumble asks if you can. Are there any dogs to pet here?
no, there are
Well, then
space
this game
dogs to
sucks.
shoot.
I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you.
bad game.
Well, you can't pet in yours either, so we're all equally.
Yeah, but there's at least like the temptation.
That's true.
There's the
There's
you know,
the
possibility
temptation
that
of dog.
petting could be patched in, a pet patch, if you will.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. There's no dogs with which to pet.
Okay.
So we're nearing our first real mini boss, I believe. Not quite there yet, but got these weird flappy fucks.
That's my favorite phone game. Of the early 2010s.
But I'm killing these guys with the default weapon pretty easily. That guy just ran through that fucking ice. I will say, I think I cut out a part where he ran through ice ahead of me and I got blocked, and he did come back to help. So that was cool. Apparently,
Sure.
you can run into those axes and just fucking get hurt. And I'm pretty sure the loot is not stealable.
Whoa.
Like everyone gets their own. If they're not, I feel very bad. We jumped ahead here to where these like Sasquatch guys are.
Holy cow.
Yeah. All right.
That guy looked pretty big.
He was.
These
So
monsters are gruesome, man.
They are. And here's the first mini boss, and this is the closest thing to a dog in the game that I've
Pet
come
that
across.
dog with your gun.
I am. I'm petting him with my blasts. And he shoots out these little acid crucifixes or something. I don't know.
He's just peeing everywhere.
He is. And it just keeps traveling. It's kind of hard to avoid because I don't have a very far shot, so I'm trying to get him with these grenades, and it's just not working. You can see my friend has died, and now so have I. So if you die anywhere else, you can be reborn. And it puts you a little bit further back in the level. On a mini boss or boss, however, you cannot respawn. you have to go back to Hub World. So I'm
Okay.
going back to Hub World. I'm going to go in this little elevator, and then it brings me right back to where I was. So this time it worked. So I'm going back down. Here's where you can choose your guys. Apparently, I can only choose the guy I just was. I'm not a high enough level to be the others. So I have to stick with this guy for now. And I cut ahead. I went back and found a larger squad to fight this guy with.
Okay, now I feel like you're doing some damage.
Right, yeah. Now we're doing okay. And man, they're just hitting the fuck out of it, and it's still not dead. They have much better guns than me. So I've sped up, trying to get there. And am I gonna die again? Probably. I only have 8 hit
Did
points
he die
left.
off screen?
He died off screen.
That sucks.
They killed him. So I'm gonna go pick up the loot anyway, and heal up a bit. Okay, nice. So we cut ahead. Me and my squad, we're doing pretty decently. I have a better weapon now from the mini boss that I killed. It's like a weird, like a rapid fire, longer weapon, and it like shoots in random directions in front of you. Okay, so now we're at the boss of this level.
Okay.
So this guy is just a fucking frenzy of blades.
This is a Schluter. That's what this is.
A Schluter?
A Schluter, a loot shooter.
Ah, yes.
This is 2D Destiny.
I guess
The
so,
Destiny,
yeah.
if you will.
To Destiny, yeah.
The Destiny.
So, that guy was telling me there was some health there with his little emotes that I
Oh
have
my
not
God.
figured out how to do. Yeah, we're in stage 2 of this guy. And
So what
those
happens
are-
if you die?
I have to go back to the hub world and start over. So it's not good to die here.
Will these guys be waiting on you?
No. No.
No.
They'll go on without me. Huh?
Nobody can heal you?
Not. There are things you can get that will heal you. They don't have any of those things.
Well, I mean, like,
So this
none
is
of the other player characters can heal you?
right. They don't have that ability. However, he does spawn those other guys that you can kill, and health will shoot out of them occasionally.
Hey!
So he's dead.
Hey! I want to see this. Show me the. Okay, that
He
death
just-
was not impressive.
He just kind of blew up. That was it.
I was hoping for 2D blood and guts.
Well, his transformation was fairly gruesome, so
I wanted something gory.
I was expecting something gorier. So I've cut ahead. I've now have a squad of just this guy, and we're in the fire forest now. And
Cody, I think you liked this game.
I kind of did, and so
Yeah.
I've been playing with this one guy throughout most of this level, and now we have reached the mini boss of this level. And it seems to be this piece of earth that just keeps shooting stuff out and jumping. Like it's fucking this fucking beetle fuck with.
I remember, yeah, Big Bad Beetle Fucks that came
Yeah.
on after Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm. Yep.
Earth, the final boss.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh
now-
God! Whoa!
Yeah, now he's become.
Now he's like Moth.
Yeah.
He's the Mothman. It's great.
He's Moth Tree.
There's some pretty wild character design going on here, bud.
There is.
Oh my gosh!
Also, I have a better weapon from the other guy I killed, the boss from the previous level.
Moth Earth. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll allow it.
You know, I really like the aesthetic of this game, though.
Yeah,
no, I
man.
agree. Like, there's something about it. It feels like a Nintendo DS game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Like, Contra 4 on Nintendo DS is really, really cool.
And
You
I
died?
died. I
Oh
died.
no!
I died, and I'm going
Ugh.
through this stuff, but I decided I'm just gonna sit and watch him kill him immediately after I died.
Yeah!
So he's
Aw.
telling me to rest in peace. He laughed at me for a second,
He's taunting. Oh, now
but
he's
then he
giving
gives
you
me some
hearts.
love. So my buddy and I, our paths diverge here, and
Wow.
yeah. So I did go on.
That was beautiful, really.
It was
I-
pretty good. It was pretty good. yeah, so it was a fun game. It's been around for a long time. And yeah, I did find out after that level that I did make it to level 3 so I could unlock another character, which I do play as that character for about 2 minutes and then die immediately. So I cut that part out. But yeah, it was pretty fun. It's free. You can get it on Steam. You can go to starbreak.net and play it on their website for free, and not have to download a thing. So yeah, I think my game was better than yours, but at the very least, Matt's opinion.
Hey, wait a minute, hold on. I think that I'm pretty good at massively multiplayer online RPGs now. I think I'm pretty good. I figured out how to do it. You get a character and then you go and you try and get married like I did.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think if I had listen, give us another shot at this. I will go get married to someone in MMO.
Okay.
And I will come back and I think you'll say that my game was the best.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So yeah, I think even though Matt and Nikki played the same game, Matt wins the shit game award.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, guys. Well, before we call it a night with the show, Matt, what are we playing next time?
Sure. Next time that we come together in 2-ish weeks, we'll be taking a look at a theme that we've seen before. However, I don't think we visited it in a little bit.
Okay.
We've played such games as Thrill Kill in this category.
Oh no.
We're looking for, and this may be the last time we can do this because I don't know what else is in the.
I thought the last time was the last time we could do that. To be honest.
Is it? I don't remember. Maybe we retired it, but if we did, we'll discuss it later. But for now, the theme is controversial games.
Okay. All right. There's gotta be some more out there without us getting too bad, but that's what you have to look forward to.
Is that when I played that stupid anime game, the Ambi?
Yeah. That game's not allowed on Twitch.
Yeah.
That would have been deleted.
We lucked out on that one. Yeah. This is the same theme where we played fucking Postal 2, where they had a dedicated fucking P button. So why not? Why not?
A dedicated fuck and P button?
Yeah. Yep, maps to the same key. So
no.
That's what you have to look forward to in 2 weeks. Until then, this has been Cartridge Blowers. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright.
Bye.
And Matt Crua. Till next time, don't die. But Matt, they should do something. What is it?
I should keep on blowing, Cody. That's the thing.
That's the thing to say.